Hello and welcome to our very first Level Upisode. I really debated whether or not to bump you up 2 levels, but I think we're going to keep it slow and steady at the start. You are both now level 3, because I don't know if we mentioned it, but we did start at level 2, which is a bit of an unconventional starting point, but we did it. I wanted you guys to have a little bit more juice in the tank for the start.
And you could really feel it by how powerful our characters have been.
100%. Yeah.
Effective.
You could really hear that juice sloshing around.
Yeah. Sloshy boys, for sure.
That's us, the sloshy boys.
The sloshy boys.
Sloshy bug boys.
Let's just get into it. Ryan, let's talk about what Vlyn gets at level 3.
Weapon specialization.
Is that it?
I also get a skill boost.
Hell yeah. What is a skill boost?
I just get a +1 insight to a skill of my choice. I picked culture.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
And now I punch slightly harder.
Okay.
And that's it.
That's you get everything. A feat too, right?
Oh yeah, I get a feat, but I just took a pretty safe one. I just took Iron Will.
Yeah. Okay. Boosting that will save up.
Yeah, and I'm designing myself to fight magic if we ever actually see magic, because we haven't seen any yet, but that's sort of my whole bit. So having a good will save is good, and that was my lowest save by a mile. So pretty boring.
What was your will before this?
+1.
Mine's -1, so we're a real strong will team.
Yeah. So now it's a +3.
Nice.
Whoa.
Very good.
And that's literally it. So it's pretty boring. I think I'm learning that evolutionists start off pretty mild. Oh, I also upgraded my free
cybernetic, yeah.
Yeah, I get a free augmentation. So I upgraded from what I had before, which I never ever used, to hyper nerves. Because I can keep it, as I level up, I can get my free thing also levels up. So I get an extra reaction.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. That's very cool.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah. No, so I granted 1 extra reaction for 1 or more times per day. So it works multiple times.
So you can do it twice now if it's upgraded? Is that the vibe I'm getting?
I get an extra reaction, but if I do use it, I get staggered afterwards.
Oh, okay, cool. That's a fair trade-off.
Yeah.
Now, Niall did tease a little bit right there. I also gave you guys a free archetype to add to your character. I picked ones that I thought were kind of flavor oriented. Vlyn, you were a tough one to pick at the start, but last episode, I believe it was, where you mentioned that you were a little league coach, really clicked something for me. And it was one that I was looking at and was going to flavor kind of as dad coach vibes. Do you want to talk about the archetype that you now have?
I will. So the archetype I got is Major League Coach. So back to the sports coach thing. So the ability that I get that I can use at level 3 or level 2 technically, is Huddle Up. So at the start of each day, we do a little 10-minute huddle, and then anyone who gets in my huddle, if they are within 30 feet of me, they get a +1 to initiative and perception. They get a +1 to saving throws and to your AC against traps.
Yeah.
So that sticks until the first time you use it, or the first time we roll initiative or trigger a trap. So it's just a +1 of those things.
And is it +1 to each for the first time you use it, or at one time? So if there's a trap, it's all gone, or if it's perception, it's all gone.
I will make the ruling that it is 1 each. So for initiative and for a trap, cool. I think that's fair. It's not that powerful of an ability that
because it says these bonuses end after the first time you and your allies roll initiative or trigger trap. So you get all of those until initiative's rolled. But I can also redo it during 10-minute rests if I don't. But I give up giving up my stamina points to instead do it. So if you're really messed up and I'm not, I can do another one. And this continues the trend of Dane giving me abilities where I get to monologue a little bit. Yeah, at the start of every day. So
it really reminds me of, I don't know if you guys played the new Guardians of the Galaxy game. There's a mechanic in that game where if a battle is going very poorly, you're playing Star-Lord, you have the ability to huddle everyone up. And if you can read your crew well enough, you can give them an inspiring boost, and then it gives you a bunch of damage bonuses and health and stuff. I was I kind of like that. It feels kind of like that vibe of being getting your team together and being all right, get your head in the game kind of thing. And I feel like that's very, very Vlyn.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. And I think it's going to, I think as it gets better, it's going to be pretty neat. So, and I get to talk about sports sometimes, which I actually enjoy to do. which I don't get the chance to on this podcast.
Yeah. Or in real life either, because not a lot of us are big sports boys.
No, not at all. So, woo!
Hey, we were
Go for
incredible at that fantasy league.
Yeah, we did join a
do.
fantasy football.
Yeah,
Okay.
the best ball league that you guys had nothing to do with. Yeah. Anyway, love you.
Niall, let me know what Flit gets.
So Flit gets a few things. So he gets weapon focus, which is very helpful. So I now can add my level to damage with my long arms. I chose spell focus as my feat. So +1 to my spell DCs, because let me tell you, they're real shit. They're real bad. The one bad thing about precog is like they're one of the few classes where you kind of have two like top stats.
Yeah.
It's like half your shit is dex and half your shit is int, instead of like anybody else where it's just like it's strength or whatever.
Here's your key. Yeah.
Yeah. So that does kind of make things a little worse, but hopefully this will do a little bit to shore up that gap. And it does kind of even out as you go along, but you do start a little wanting. I did get a new precog ability called Chronomatic Defense, where essentially I can use a paradox to add AC to an ally. When an attack is announced, but before the result is known, so we're going to not have to run through attacks real quick. So I have a chance. But basically, it's really helpful because it lets me use my low paradoxes now. Because I've had a 5 sitting in the tank since the last time we slept. And it's like, unless I really want to fail a save or something, it's like I can't use it really. But now I can do that and trade it out for a +2 for my good old bud Vlyn.
Yeah, there was something about precog that I never understood, because there are some specific abilities that are like maximum +1, maximum +2, and I was like, why would I ever use this? But it's like, yeah, it's so you can burn your low, your low things.
Essentially, low stuff I can burn them for either +2 or whatever the roll is, whichever is lower.
Yeah.
Or like up to a maximum of +2. So if I have a nat 1, I can just use it to give Lynn a +1, and that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's pretty handy. Gives me options for my lower things. And then what else did we get? So my free archetype is Autosight, which is essentially music is everything. Music is a universal language. Freedom, exhilaration. Music is life. And you're basically just like a big music boy. So the level 2 ability that gives me is personal soundtrack. So I have the right music to help me focus. I choose and describe a single genre of music and a non-perception class skill, and I gain a +2 insight bonus to it when I'm listening to that music, but I do take a -1 penalty to perception checks. So I'm thinking lo-fi beats to help chill me out for my diplomacy checks.
Okay. Just put in your headphones while you're talking to someone.
I feel like I've got like little speakers in my collar, and it's just like a low level like groove, just to kind of soothe everybody. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
That's pretty much it for me.
Kick ass. All right. Well, boys, you are now leveled up. Let's get back into the story.